Rockabye, baby.
Most convincing ghost photos. Hello my faithful flock and happy spooky new year. Prepare yourself for the spooks and chills, as I present some truly startling evidence of the other side. Sit back, turn out the light, and prepare to be afraid. Does this photo show a woman's ghost appearing in front of her headstone? A group of paranormal investigators in England say yes. Taken in the Todmorden Unitarian Church graveyard, located in West Yorkshire. Skeptics argue the photo shows nothing more than drifting smoke. The paranormal community believes it's something more. What do you believe? This photo seems to show a ghostly child wandering about in the dark alone. The man who took the photo writes, "My aunt gave me a digital camera for my birthday, and now my wife and I go to the cemetery to take pictures every so often. To me, it looks like a little girl in a hurry." Is this photo paranormal or Photoshop? You decide. This photo comes from Dundas Peak in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. The man in the pic writes, "Way below the edge of the trail, where the slope is too steep to stand on, there appears to be a thin person standing unnaturally straight with no visible face. I know you're probably thinking that is probably just a brave hiker, but trust me, that spot is completely inaccessible." Some skeptics claim that the figure is nothing more than holes in the rock or a real-life risk-taker admiring the view. What do you think? This photo comes from Reddit's paranormal community. The original poster writes, "My grandmother used to live in a creepy old house in a gated community for seniors. One morning, her husband, who always got up a few hours before her, woke her up in a panic. He led her into the living room, where the blanket that was usually across the back of the couch was sitting straight up, as if someone was sitting underneath it. The thing is, nothing was under it. My grandmother was too scared to go up to it at first, so she snapped this photo from afar. After a few days, she got the courage to touch it. She poked it, and the blanket immediately fell down, crumpled and flat, like a normal blanket with nothing in it. And that was it. What do you think?" Taken at Union Cemetery in Eastern Connecticut, the photo appears to show a floating head. Dating back to the 1700s, Union Cemetery is reportedly one of the most haunted graveyards in the United States. In fact, the cemetery is so active, famed demonologist Ed and Lorraine Warren wrote a book about it. The story behind this shadowy photo is short and sweet. A group of carpenters snapped it in a basement and then refused to work there again. What do you see? This picture originally appeared on Reddit. The original poster wrote, "This photo was taken in the nursing home where my mom works. Prior to the photo being taken, members of the staff and other residents heard the sounds of a door opening and closing along with the appearance of a call light turning on and off, in an empty room." This picture had been taken roughly 15 minutes after a patient in the facility had passed on. Ghost or camera glitch? You decide. This photo is a unique one as I myself took it. While I was living in my former home, a large house across the street was torched by a teenage crackhead known to cause trouble in the neighborhood. My family and I stood on our front porch watching the blaze. We and the firefighters heard someone screaming for help from inside. So loudly and convincingly, they had body bags on the ground at the ready. No one was found inside. I took these photos the next morning. The first is a shot seconds before the other. Someone or something appeared in the upper burned-out window. I lived on this street for 25 years and a small child never lived there. However, 2 years before I was born, an apartment building existed next door to this house. One hot summer afternoon, a man came home and shot and killed his entire family with a shotgun. Could this be one of those children? Thank you for watching. I'd like to give a special shout out to all my supporters whom have stuck by me. Without you I would not be spooky. You are my inspiration. Until next time, like, subscribe, and share. I'm your tasty host Rockabye Baby, reminding you to sleep with the lights on. Because yes, the thing under your bed is waiting to eat you.